Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to today, Monday, first trading day of the month, May 2nd, 2022, 9 a.m. sharp, New York time. Hope to find you all well and getting ready for a new day, new week, Fed week. We are going to have a Fed meeting this week. Starting tomorrow, we are going to hear from the Fed on Wednesday. So yeah, it will be a very tricky week, so be careful everyone, and something to be aware, we have a bear market right now, but that does not mean we go in straight line. So yeah, we have bounces on the way, so let's try to figure out what the hell the market is about to do next. So we are watching right now NASDAQ that early in the morning was on the green, and they push it basically from green to red, showing some nice follow-through continuation from Friday. So from Friday we had a fading here after the price on the NASDAQ. We are watching NASDAQ futures, but you can look into SP 500. It's exactly the same thing. Pretty much rejected at the 8-day moving average, push from green to red, closed at the lows, and right now seeing a very nice follow-through continuation for the downside. The big question is if they are going to hold these morning lows or not. So far, if you look into your right side, you are going to see the intraday chart on NASDAQ. We're seeing that we have an attempt to put a bottom around 12,766 on NASDAQ, but that's the biggest question and something that I will keep on watch if they are able to hold here the pre-market lows. So my key support for now on the short term will be this morning, these pre-market lows. And I will be very bearish if we break down below and retest and fade, keep making lower highs, lower lows, then we should get another leg down and look for new lows, some more price discovery to see where the buyers will step in. Honestly, we haven't seen since the March bull run, we haven't seen much deep buyers buying heavily. Yes, we have some short covering, we have some oversold bounces, but I'm keep dealing with this as an oversold bounce. Now, the big question that I want to see is if they are able to hold here price inside of a tight range ahead of the Fed. It would make some sense, okay, waiting for the Fed to speak on Wednesday and trying to figure out. I believe that there is no question about they are going to raise 50 basis points. The big question is on the next meeting, what the hell they are going to do. They going for 25, 50 or 75 basis points. No one really knows, and I believe that this meeting and this statement this week, it will be around that. So it would make some sense here, a pause, playing inside the range, okay, waiting for the next trigger from the Fed, and from there we would reevaluate. But if we break below these pre-market lows and stay below, then we can get another whoosh down for another shakedown because we are pretty much broken, okay? One of the things that I said since the March bull run and since we break down here, staying below the 21-day moving average rejected and keeping price below the 8-day moving average, so we keep the bear case intact, but always open-minded for a possible, if bears not able to make new lows, for a short covering rally. We have the 8-day moving average, we have Friday and Thursday highs, and even we can bounce and going into the 21-day moving average, and even though we are still on the bear camp, okay? So I'll be looking for the leaders. Most of the leaders already reported earnings. We have Apple reported earnings last week. Right now, gapping down this morning below 157. It's around 156. I want to see if they are able to hold above 155, okay? If they hold here, yeah, they can push above, fill the gap at 157.2, and from there we will reevaluate, okay? But keeping the price range here between 155, 165, $10 range here on Apple. But if they push below and stay below 155, watch out. The next logical level should be around 150. Okay, yeah, it can fade some more. We have seen many of the leaders. We have seen AMD also. AMD it's going to report earnings tomorrow, okay, after the close. The stock has been pretty much broken. AMD, it's one of the names that I like, and those that trade with me know that it's a name that I like a lot last year to play long, okay. But if you remember, those that are trading with me and those that are on the briefing, also 9 a.m. briefing, know that I shorted here when the price was at 122 plus, and yeah, the stock pretty much at 85 right now. So big pullback, big correction here from the breakdown. I closed too soon. It gave a very nice swing short, but yeah, it's still below the 8 and 21 day moving average, so pretty much bearish. But once again, earnings are always binary events. Okay, we have seen it. Facebook close at the lows and booms after the earnings skyrocket, big gap up. We have seen Microsoft close at the lows and 270, and after earnings, boom, big gap up and squeeze. So we have been seeing some kind of these actions. So if you are short going into earnings, in my opinion, you should be trimming your gains, waiting for the reaction after earnings. If they squeeze it up, we can look for some fading. If they gap down, if they sell, we can have an oversold bounce here. So I would prefer, and AMD, it will be one of the names to watch on Wednesday. Okay, after the reaction on earnings. On Boeing, it's pretty much broken. Okay, if you, and the stock usually gives clues. Okay, and yeah, we have the breakdown here early March, early April, below the 8 and 21 day moving average. So this was the breakdown point below 190. They retested last week. They retested the 21, the breakout point. Okay, so once a support is broken, it becomes a resistance. So yeah, pretty much retest, reject it, they push it below, back below the 8 and 21 day moving average, and the rest is history. Okay, so yeah, if they were bullish into earnings, they would keep price above the 8 and 21 day moving average and making higher highs, higher lows. Not the case. So yeah, they sold it 146, right now 148. I want to see if they are able to hold 146. If not, we have 145, 140 as possible next level. So it's also a name that I will keep on watch. Baba, last week, they gap up on Friday. I said below $100 can be a short. It was a nice short so far, 96 on the stock. So if you are short, you should be trimming some of the gains. See how it will deal with 95, 96 area. If they hold 21 day moving average, if yes, can print an oversold bounce. Otherwise, we have a gap to fill at 90, 98, and that's also very near 91, the 80 day moving average, so as a possible level. So something I will keep on watch. I'll be also watching Facebook. Facebook, it has been amazing. So on Thursday, okay, and that's recorded, you can watch the recording from the live session. On Thursday morning, first thing in the morning, we shorted Facebook, okay, and in a couple of minutes early in the morning, we were pretty much making, I believe, 250% profits. So yeah, it was amazing in 30 minutes of the day. Got in, got out, and got back into the cash. And on Friday, we played a beautiful scalp here on Facebook, on Netflix. Once again, in a couple of minutes for more than a double, and that the trading recording session is also available on YouTube, so you can watch it. And it was a beautiful red to green move for a very nice cash flow. We got the cash flow and got back into the cash, and when I saw that it was pretty much once again pushing back below the 208, 209, we shorted Facebook with the share shorting above 207, and this morning I already trimmed around 199 early in the session for a very nice $8, more than $8 profit early in the morning. Now I stock around $200. I want to see if it's going to hold $200. If it does not hold $200, we have 195 next level where I'll be trimming more of the gains. If it breaks down below 192.9, watch, we have a gap to fill at 181, so that can be one of the levels. Okay, so right now $200 is my line in the sand on Facebook. Below around $200 to 10, that's the range. If we break below $200, we have 195, 193. If it breaks down below 193, watch 181. And Facebook, it will be also on focus. IWM, it's other one. Okay, we have been getting very nice cash flow here on IWM. It has been a great mover, either for upside, either for downside. On Friday, it got rejected right at the 8-day moving average. Okay, 191.7, very nice push above Thursday highs, push back below, rejected at the 8-day moving average, goes from green to red. Very nice follow through continuation for downside, and it new lows for the year, 184.5, and that's the level that I'll be looking today. If they are able to hold above 184 and playing here the range, but continues broken for now, it's bearish, but I'll be watching if it holds 184, if it can bounce. Yeah, it can bounce into 188, but if it breaks down below 184, we have another leg down into 182, 180, okay, as a possible next level. I will be also watching Microsoft that stalled on after the earnings, so they pretty much ahead of earnings closed the stock at 270 just to squeeze it after earnings, going $20 up. And that's why earnings are always very tricky and binary events. They tried twice to break above 290, were not able to push below, and on Friday closed below the 8 and 21-day moving average, and right now at 277. I want to see if they are able to hold 276, 277 and play here the range. We have supply zones at 281, 285, 286. I will only be bullish if it breaks above 291, that's last week highs. Otherwise, below 275, I'll be looking for 270. That's the biggest support. If it breaks down below 270, can get ugly. Is a very, very big demand zone. If they break it down, means that long-term investors are stepping aside, and yeah, it can get ugly. So Microsoft, it will be a focus. Netflix also on Friday, once again for a cash flow trade from a red to green move. Early in the morning, we bought calls here out of the gate. In the first couple of minutes, boom, from red to green. Those trades, more than 300% gains. It was amazing. Get in, get out, okay? And after that, it pretty much stalled at 204. Push back below $200, and right now at 192. What I want to see, 190 is the first level, below that 185. And if it breaks down below 185, basically say bye-bye. The stock can go all the way into 180, 175. Those are some of the levels, and I will not be trying to catch the knife there, okay? Other name that I'll be looking is Nvidia. Exactly the same thing. We are going to AMD earnings report tomorrow. I want to see if we can have here a gauge on the sentiment on the semis ahead of the earnings. 182.9, this year lows, 2022 lows, 182.9. If they hold here, they can keep the price, but once again, it's only a range, okay? I will only be bullish if for some miracle Nvidia goes above 201 Friday highs, and from there can go into 210 to retest the breakdown from 2 weeks ago. So I'll be watching here if it stays the range, but if it breaks down below 182, you have 180, 175 as the possible next level. Also something to keep on watch. The cubes, of course, on watch with with the Fed going to speak on Wednesday. The tech names are always very sensitive to the rates, so I'll be watching. The cubes made new lows for the year on Friday, 312. I want to see right now holding above 312. I want to see if they are able to hold 312. If it bounces, yeah, we have 315, 320, 325, but these will be supply zones. I will only be bullish if for some miracle the cubes go above 330 to try to go into 335. That it would make some sense if bulls wanted to retest here the breakdown zone, but once again I'm not calling the bottom, I'm not calling the top, so staying open-minded for any scenarios. But one thing is for sure, if it breaks down below 312, we have 310, 305 and $300 as the last line in the sand, in my opinion, for the cubes. SPY exactly the same thing. I want to see right now the SPYs are the ones that are still able and holding these year lows. Okay, these year lows 410. Okay, 410.64. We hit 411 on Friday. I want to see if they are able to hold 410. If not, the cubes the SPY can be the next one to print new lows for the year. Once again, the tape has been pretty much bearish. But that does not mean we go in straight line. We have, okay, in the past we had some consolidation here for some days, going from red to green, bounce, sold, until it breaks. So yeah, we can have here, and that's something that I'll be looking, 410, 411, if they keep on the range here this week and the next couple of days, waiting for the Fed. Okay, and if they sell ahead of the Fed, if it goes below 410, watch 405, $400, and if it goes below $400, can get very ugly. We have lots of bears to fill down, way lower, so stay open-minded for that. Tesla, it has been a cash machine. Okay, it has been giving amazing profits. Last week we pretty much shorted Tesla here when it failed at $1,000. Okay, push below, we got puts 900. Okay, I remember those puts 900. I got those puts at $3.70. And yeah, just to see it go from $3.70 all the way into above 80, okay, all the way into $91 on Thursday. So yeah, it was a big move. $80, I believe it was $80 here on the lows, and it was amazing. We faded also some on Friday, so very nice here. What I'll be looking, 861, gapping down a little bit from 870. I want to see if it's able to hold 850, 860 and fill the gap at 870. Otherwise, if it breaks down, we have 821. It can go all the way below $800. Okay, I believe that the biggest level is around 750, 775, okay, around here. That's the biggest level, but always keeping open-minded for what can happen next. So going back into NASDAQ just pushing, okay, just pushing. As you see, I said that these pre-market lows will be my line in the sand. They are pushing and bouncing, okay, so for now they are holding this support, so it will be my support. What we need, NASDAQ push back into the green. I want to see if they are able to push it above and start making higher highs, higher lows for a red to green move, and trying to bounce and hold the lows from last week. Okay, that will be one of the things that I will be looking. But once again, no one can really predict what the Fed is going to say, and most important, no one really knows how the big money is going to put themselves ahead of the Fed. Honestly, I don't believe that Fed will say anything new on Wednesday about, and it will be no surprise, the 50 basis points hike on this week. But the big question is what they are going to do in the next couple of meetings, and that no one really knows what Mr. Powell is going to say. So when you don't know, you reduce your risk per trade, protect your cash. wait a little bit because yeah, we are bearish, but that does not mean that we cannot have an oversold bounce, and we are seeing right now some short covering on the pre-market, and we can have something like we have here. Okay, we can have something similar here, playing the oversold bounce and keeping price on the range. That is not bullish, that is consolidation, trying to for some price discovery to see if bulls and bears what are stronger, trying to clear the oversold conditions before triggering the next move. Okay, so with this said, 10 minutes for the market to open. I would like to thank you all for watching this 9 a.m. briefing from Monday to Friday. I'm doing this, it's free. Subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on, please give me a like, and I will be happy to help you on your trading, giving the levels, some of overview, and maybe if it can help on your trading with the levels, what I'm looking, and I hope that helps everyone. Okay, with this said, time to go. Wish you all a great trading, stay safe. See you all tomorrow, 9 a.m. sharp, 9 a.m. briefing. Stay tuned, everyone. Bye bye. See you.